At night, Jack arrived at the office where his younger brother had been waiting for a long time. Jack had left home over a decade ago, cutting all ties with his family. Back then, a genetic test predicted he wouldn't live past 30. Believing he was already dead, his parents had moved on. Now, after all these years, Jack unleashed all his pent-up resentment. Growing up, all the attention and praise had always gone to his younger brother. And now, the so-called flawed Jack had surpassed most of the genetically perfect people, an irony that served as the sharpest jab at his brother. Today was the day Jack would launch into space. David opened the fridge, which was packed with blood and urine samples, enough to last a lifetime. Jack was deeply grateful, but David said, "I should be the one thanking you. I just lent you my identity, but you let me share in your dream." Before parting ways, David handed Jack an envelope. When Jack arrived at the company, he saw everyone lining up. At the last minute, the company had swapped the pre-launch blood test for a urine test. Jack hadn't prepared for this and thought that, as a flawed man, his dream was doomed. But the medical officer quietly changed his failing result to a passing one. It turned out the doctor's son was also a normal person whose dream was to become an astronaut like Jack. The doctor had known about Jack's deception for a long time, but he never exposed him. Even in a world ruled by cold regulations, there was still warmth quietly protecting dreams. Jack stepped into the long-awaited launch chamber, while David entered the incinerator, wearing once more the silver medal he used to see as a mark of shame. As the rocket slowly lifted off, David pulled the incinerator's lever, finally letting go of the burden of being a perfect human. Jack opened the envelope. Inside was a lock of hair. From this moment on, Jack was David, and David was Jack. In that single moment, both freedom and dreams were realized.